It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys, man. Today we're gonna be talking about the reduced cost of the Zenkais, like the amount of CC you have to do for Zenkai units nowadays, and we're also gonna just talk about what does it mean for the future and everything, and how it's more free to play friendly. And let's dive on into this. So now, I kind of want to just talk about like when Zenkai started. Remember, when Zenkai started, they started off with 21k CC, right? Remember the first 3 batches of the first couple few units cost like 20. It cost like 20 to 25k to Zenkai 7 them. A lot of people was mad about that because that was a ton of Chrono Crystal, right? That's a ton of investment for like that one unit. Then they made the thing where they was like, all right, starting November, no, starting now, we're gonna start. No, starting after the second Annie, new Zenkais are gonna be 7k CC. So people like, oh, I mean, okay, we'll take it. It's 3 times less than what it used to be, right? 3 to 4 times less, right? 7k CC, pretty good. Then like a lot of people were kind of complaining about Zenkais being released too much. So then like I don't know, like a month ago, they started to make Zenkais cost 5k CC, where if you waited for all the missions for them to be cleared off this one thing right here, let me show you. It's like, for example, for Kaba, if you guys just did this, right here, you guys can get 2,000 free Awakened Z power for that unit, and then you can spend 5k CC to Zenkai 7 them, which was really good. It was a really nice discount. But then they did something drastic on this change with Kaba. Now let's check the news. I'm gonna show you guys the news and everything. So let's look at this, right? Where is it at? I think it's no, it's this right here. This one right here. The drastic thing is that they have added discounted single summons every single day for the newest Zenkai unit. Sorry for the noise back there. I'm just downtown, a lot of cars and stuff, but they introduced discounted singles for the newest Zenkai. Now they never did this. The only time they did the discounted singles when they re-released their Zenkai banner. So say for example, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, when he came out, he doesn't have the Zenkai, he does not have the discounted single when he first came out. But once they re-released the Zenkai banner, then that's when they added the 20 CC thing that you can get for Z power. But now Kaba is a new unit, so they introduced the discounted single summons every single day. So that's a really big plus. That's a big plus because this lasts for like what, 40 days, right? So let's pull up the calculator real quick. Let's pull up the calculator. Let's go here. Now, say for example, it's 40 days, and say you got the worst luck. You have the worst luck, and for 40 days, you're getting the 71. 40 straight days, you got 70. You're getting 2,800 Awakening Z power. That's the worst that you can do. And if you say for example, you get some more hundreds, you get some hundreds in there, you can get like around 3,000 to 4,000 Z power right there. And then adding the fact that we have this mission right here, we have this mission where you get 2,000 free Z power. You can basically kind of get these units to like Zenkai 5 to Zenkai 6 the first go around, which is really good. And I just felt like Zenkai should have been free ever, like when they first introduced this thing, because we already bought the unit, we already obtained the unit. Like, you didn't add anything special, you just added more uniques and everything. Not like you made their animations cleaner or stuff like that. You just basically just made them stronger, added more uniques, and then we have to pay for it again. But the fact that they're doing this is really good, bro. Like, this is more free to play friendly. And now, bro, like sometimes I'm thinking like, should I even do Zenkai 7 showcases? Because I know like in 40 days, like I'm gonna have this guy to Zenkai 5 to Zenkai 6 after I'm done doing all these daily discount singles. And this can really help you guys. This can really help you guys manage your CC good. So if you guys don't have to spend 7k CC, you guys can just play the waiting game, wait 40 days, do your 20 CC every single time, and then slowly get him to like Zenkai 6, Zenkai 7. And then you guys could, say for example, you guys get them to Zenkai 6, spend that 1,000 CC to Zenkai 7, them spend the 7 instead of spending 7k CC to Zenkai them. You're saving a lot of Chrono Crystals that way, so you guys can save that CC for these step up banners, which is really, really good. And I highly advise you guys to just do the singles. Maybe spend that 1,000 if you really want to Zenkai 7 them. Play the long waiting game, bro. I just don't think you guys should start with Zenkai 7 them instantly, where you guys know that they have the 20 CC every single day, because the other times where they first usually did it, like it made sense for you to Zenkai 7 them because you don't know when they was going to re-release their banners and stuff, and then it takes a long time for you to Zenkai 7 them that way, like every spontaneously they just drop their banner. But now you're getting them to Zenkai 5 minimum, Zenkai 6 like the first go around, and you can spend that only extra 1000 CC to Zenkai 7 them, so that's really good. Now let's talk about why they're doing this, because a lot of people are thinking about or looking at the good things about this. I'm kind of somewhat scared about why they're doing this. Now I'm gonna break down the kind of like the history of this game. So when the game first started out, right, Sparkins was the best thing in the game. You wanted the Sparkins because Sparkins was the highest rarity. They had the strongest power. Like say for example, like this Piccolo was the best unit in the game. You wanted to chase after Sparkins. Sparkins was really rare, bro. They didn't have that many Sparking units in the game because the game just started. So they really treated Sparking as their most high valued like cards in the game, right? So then the game they started adding more units, and every step up every banner really mattered because they were introducing new Sparky units. They were introducing new tags to the game, new different teams. So it was really important for you to kind of summon every single time. But once the game kind of started introducing more units, they introduced the Legends Limited units, right? That's when they introduced Beerus. Beerus wasn't really all that good. Beerus was pretty bad. But it really started to change with this Gohan, because Gohan was the first. He was the second Legends Limited unit, but he was the first Legendary Finish unit. And basically it was all about LF units. You wanted to get the LF units, you wanted to get the Legend Limited unit because they was the strongest in the game. No one didn't, I mean, of course, the Sparkins were really, there was some Sparkins in there that was really good, but the best units in the game was LF units, right? So then they started introducing some more LF units, right? Like we had Super Vegeta, we had Namku. These new LF units were arguably like the best units in the game besides Super Saiyan 3. Then like Super Vegeta was like the best unit in the game. And then around this time, around the Super Saiyan 4 era, they dropped ZENKAIS. ZENKAIS units were the strongest units in the game, right? So then everybody is all about Zenkai units. It's all about Zenkai units. They made Zenkai units the priority to go for now. You started to summon it. You started to use your CC for Zenkai units. Like, of course, Legend Limited units you still wanted to summon for, but Zenkai units was kind of like what made your team, right? So then we're all started going for Zenkai units, right? We started going for Zenkai units. Now we're starting to see that they're starting to increase a lot more Zenkai units. So that means they're not really their priority anymore as making them the things for you to go towards, right? Because we started seeing them starting off at 25k CC. Then they reduced to 7k CC. They started to increase the amount of Zenkais we got per month. Now they're reducing the cost of you having that you can Zenkai units for, and it actually decreased of how strong they used to be. Like when you start off with Zenkai Gohan 18, DKP, Boo, those guys are still one of the best units in the game, but they're old Zenkai units. The newest Zenkai units does not compete with their powers like the old ones. Like Kaba doesn't compete with DKP, Kamiko doesn't compete with 18. Those units don't compete with those older Zenkai units that cost 7k CC. Right? So now we're starting to get to the point where we can find ways of Zenkai units for cheaper than 7k CC. So it looks like they don't really care about the Zenkai wave anymore. So it looks like they're going to a new wave. And that new wave is going to be Ultras. That's why. So when December comes around, it's going to be about Ultras. That's the reason why they're starting to reduce the cost of Zenkais, because Zenkais isn't really the thing that they want to focus on anymore. They don't want them to be the targeted things that people want. These Ultra units are going to be the next biggest thing. The people they're going to be the strongest units in the game. They're going to be what you want to be starting to summon for now. And that's what I feel like it's going to be, bro. I feel like it is, because it started out, remember, Sparkings used to be that thing. Legends Limited used to be that thing. Zenkai used to be, was that thing. Now it's starting to die down a bit, except for the Zenkai LFs, because they're going to make the Zenkai LFs really good. But like just Zenkais in general, they kind of just devalue them. Like they just didn't make them as good as they used to be when they first started. Like that's not their main priority anymore. Now they're starting to get used ready for summonable ultras, and I feel like that's going to be like the newest thing where people need to summon for. They're going to be the best units in the game. This is where everybody's going to be using their CC for. So comment down below what you guys think. I honestly like that they're reducing the cost of you having the Zenkai units now. I really like that. Like you can really play the long game. You don't have to spend 7k CC. You can save your CC on summoning banners, which is really dope. So you have a lot more chrono crystals. They're not really making Zenkais as busted as before. So it gives you like more of a way for you to summon for the newest banners instead of the newest Zenkai units, because they want the newest units to have more value than the Zenkai units, which makes sense. And now they're just preparing us for the summonable ultras, and that's what they're doing, bro. I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. So don't be surprised when like people are not really caring about Zenkai units. You might start seeing less Zenkai units in PvP. It's gonna be more about these ultra units and these newer units. So I'm just saying, that's what I think. That's my prediction on why they're making Zenkai units cost less, is because they don't care about them no more. They already got the money from us, and it's time for a new thing, which is Sunnable Ultras. Those are gonna be the newest thing. I'm telling you guys, in December. I'm telling you, bro. So yeah, that's it with this video. Comment down below. Do you guys like the change of them reducing the cost of Zenkais in general, where you can it's basically free to play friendly, where you can just do single summons, discount summons, and you can get them to Zenkai 7 with basically like 1000 CC, bro. Because if you do 20 CC a day, you get 35 from the daily mission. So basically you're actually doing them for free. So besides getting like the 1200 to get them to Zenkai 7. So that's just my thoughts on it. I think that's the way that they're going. I'm telling you, that's the way that they're going, bro. And I won't be surprised if I'm right, bro, because I mean, it's clear as day why they're doing this, bro. It's clear as day. There's no reason why they're wanting to reduce the cost of CC to Zenkai 70's units for a reason, because they make so much money off Zenkai. It's because they're moving on to the next thing, the next batch of rarity, which is ultras. So yeah, comment down below what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we're Griff, man. And I'm out. Peace.